Well, the Albanese government has passed its second tranche of workplace reforms, ushering in changes that could have some pretty big implications for small businesses right across Australia. So, what's the impact for your business? Joining us to shed light on this is Matt Loeb, VP and Head of Asia Pacific at Rippling. Matt, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Kochie.
That first pathway for casuals to permanent workforce, what does that mean for small business? How will we need to change?
Well, 2024 is a massive year of IR reform, and I think headline is that employers need to know all of these changes that are coming. I'd say the place where they might be most impacted around this change from casual to permanent is on pay.
So should we be changing our hiring process because of this?
I wouldn't say that you should be changing the hiring process, no. Where companies have been hamstrung or had issues around, again, I'll say payroll as the example, or pay challenges, whether it's gender pay gap or underpaying, is really twofold. One is because they're relying on manual processes. So 48% of Australian organizations are relying on manual processes and not automating some of these things. It's leaving particularly payroll professionals with the burden of having to manage all of this ongoing change and complexity in law. The second thing is they're not investing in the right technologies. 63% of Australian organizations use 3 or more tools to manage HR and payroll. Finding an all-in-one platform where you can bring all that information together, remove the administrative burden, and perhaps reduce the number of manual errors is something that our organization helps with.
And it's pretty easy to access and cost efficient these days.
That's
particularly in small business. We don't have an HR department, we do it ourselves. So why wouldn't you outsource it to technology is important. This other big change, the right to disconnect, to not connect with your employees after hours.
Yeah.
What's that going to do to flexibility?
Hopefully we've all had a bit of a crash course in how to better communicate in a flexible work environment. COVID perhaps provided us a silver lining in that we now have the opportunity to perhaps have better work-life balance. And number one, again, I think is really clear expectations set between an employer and an employee. Be transparent and open with your employees.
Matt, great advice. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.